Thank you very much, Senator Peralta, and thank you for your leadership. I also want to thank Senator Espaillat for your leadership with respect to this bill, and also my other colleagues here that are present, Senator Tony Avella and also Gustavo Rivera. And, you know, we're here to discuss a very crucial issue, and we're talking about raising the minimum wage, But when you're talking about moving out of poverty, there's two ways you move out of poverty. One is give a person a job. The second is raising the minimum wage. Today is about protecting the working people of the state of New York, not only the privileged people. When you talk about raising the minimum wage, our conference is in support of that, and that's why we're doing a forum here today. It would have been better, but our colleagues across the other side of the aisle, our Republican colleagues, denied us the opportunity to do a committee hearing with respect to this very important issue. And what I really want to get down to the numbers and have you think about a few things. For nearly 20 years, the New York minimum wage averaged 108% above the three-person federal poverty line. Since then, our lowest paid workers have fallen far behind. The current $7.25 hourly minimum wage translates into just 82% of the three-person federal poverty level. You know what that means? It means that hardworking New Yorkers, New York families, are subsisting on less than $16,000 a year. This is a level that should we be hardly proud of. Increasing the minimum wage to $8.50 next year would benefit approximately 1 million workers. That's about 11% of the state's workforce, and lift the annual wages of full-time minimum wage workers to 95% of the three-person federal poverty line of $18,830. Is that a lot of money? Ladies and gentlemen, you know what? It's not a lot of money, and this is what we have to be concerned about, is what standards are we setting up for the future when we're talking about moving out of poverty. At to what level do we want people move out of poverty, or do we want to keep them in poverty? In addition, linking the minimum wage to the consumer price index would permanently maintain the purchasing power of minimum wage households. And that's what it's talking about. We talk about money circulating back in the community, money being used back in the community. By increasing people's take-home pay, basically what you give them is not only financial security, but you increase their ability to purchase goods and services, a la creating jobs in the communities. Many of these jobs will be in the local communities where the wage earner lives and earns their living. A large majority of the minimum wage workers are employed in retail industries, food services industries, and a range of other service-orientated businesses that increasing their wages would pump the money back into the community. And that's what we're talking about, increasing spending in the community. While increasing spending by those whose wages are increased, it also increases the amounts that they have to spend in their communities, a la creating jobs. And I think, you know, the biggest conversation has always been, my Republican colleagues, is this is a job killer. You know, this is not a job killer, this is a job creator. What you're giving people is an opportunity, what you're giving people is faith, what you're giving them is the dignity not to ask government for a handout, but to work at a level where they can not only sustain their family, but a level where they can have purchasing power to contribute to the economy. And that's all we want. We're not here asking for a handout. We're not here asking to kill jobs. We want to create jobs, because we know that more jobs are created, the more money is being spent. And as a result, we're increasing services to our communities. So I just want to make it clear. We are here to let everyone know, you know, this is not about the privileged few, about the 1%. This is about the rest of the 99% of New Yorkers and people in this country who are working hard day in, day out to try to put food on the table, a roof over their head, and giving their family an opportunity to sustain a lifestyle that to some maybe not enough, but to some it's just enough for them to provide an opportunity for their families just to do a little bit better. And I just want to thank my colleagues, and we've been joined by Senator Kennedy, Tim Kennedy, from Buffalo. And we all understand it's not about a handout, it's about creating economic opportunities for those who are looking to be supportive of our economy in the state of New York. Thank you very much, Senator.